It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From downtown Milwaukee, tonight it's the hometown Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Miami Heat. Won by the Heat. Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to... Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Waiters. Lopez able to recover with the block. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Bucks at the controls. To Middleton. Has a chance. Knocks it down off the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Butler to bring it up. Looking to make something happen. Giannis in control of the basketball. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Dragic into the front court. Down by 1. Fires the 3. His first effort off the mark. Matthews to Bledsoe. They'll get it down low to Lopez. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
It's the Heat with the possession. Dragic. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Antetokounmpo. Open look. Matthews to Antetokounmpo. Here comes the screen. Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo missed his first. That one goes.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Dragic. Butler. To Dragic. The pass set it all up.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Bledsoe with it up top. Up by 3. Middleton gets it in the right corner. Baseline drive. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Butler. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Now the Bucks gonna signal for a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Adetokunbo to Lopez. Won't go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Screen coming to Parker. To Butler. Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go. Hill into the front court. Leads 5. Baseline drive. From the outside, no good. Parker with it. Just under a minute to play here in this opening quarter. To Butler. Down low, Randolph. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
The Bucks at the controls. Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Butler into the front court. Down 5. Here comes the screen. Butler to Parker. Has a look. Shot by Parker, no good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Parker can't connect. We played one in Wisconsin with the Bucks on top here on their home floor. Jay and I come back to Milwaukee after this. You're tuned into the NBA on EA Sports. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
To Adetokunbo. For 3. Misfires. It's no good. Iguodala to bring it up. 5-point game. To Dragic. To Randolph. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. And Jimmy Butler. Hill across the timeline. Up 5. Adetokunbo. Down to 5 on the 24. Adetokunbo knocks down the 3.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
It's the Heat with the possession. Dragic. They work it to Randolph, down low. Short jumper off the mark. Hill into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. To Adetokunbo. Short jumper off the mark. Butler to bring it up. He'll run the offense. Screen coming. Dragic, guarded by Gasol. Pau Gasol sends it away. And that one out of bounds off a buck. Changes coming from both sides right now. Bledsoe with the basketball. His team on top by 8. Miami's got it. Parker to Waiters. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't fall.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
To Gasol. Down low to Mirotic. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Parker into the front court. They find themselves down 10. To Waiters. Milwaukee with the basketball. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Into the game for the Miami Heat, number 22, Jimmy Butler.
Parker to Butler. To Parker. Somehow finds a way to get it to go. Can't fault the D.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Bledsoe. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Eric Bledsoe. 3 for 3 in this first half.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
A big finish at the rim. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Bledsoe with it up top. His team leads it by 10. To Middleton. Bledsoe. To Lopez. Bledsoe. Can't get the bounce. To Butler. Brook Lopez with a piece. That's his 3rd block this evening. Dion Waiters. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
That misses with a second to go. That's it for the first half. The Bucks in command of this one.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Bucks were the dominant team in that first half, without question. And they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. These are the guys getting buckets for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Heat have yet to appear after one half of basketball. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets for the Miami Heat.
Game track.
Defense. The Milwaukee Bucks have been exhibiting some amazing defense in this matchup. Steals on the floor, blocks in the sky. They're dominating on defense all over the floor.
Player of the half.
Antetokounmpo has been incredible around the basket, doing everything necessary to dominate on the boards.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Giannis with it up top. Lead stands at 10. Here's Lopez, down low. Brook Lopez. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to lead the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Dragic. Bucks at the controls. Count the basket inside.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Dragic with it. 14-point deficit. Fine to shoot for Miami. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Andre Iguodala, a couple of free throws on the way. 71% for his career. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Giannis in control of the basketball. Up a dozen. Has a chance. Antetokounmpo can't connect. Dragic with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Beyond the arc for 3. He was all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Brook Lopez, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Dragic. trying to cash in. Gets a shot up off the mark. Bledsoe with the basketball. His guys leading by 14. Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Stuffs it down with authority.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Waiters. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Waiters creates the space to bury the 3 on the step back.
Ed, as a defender, you're very reluctant to challenge the shot because if you impede his space for where he lands, that's going to be an easy foul.
To Middleton. Bledsoe.
2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Can't connect. He'd have the basketball. Dragic to Waiters. Takes stock of the floor. Here's a chance from long range. The Bucks clear the rebound. Bledsoe with it up top. The advantage is 13 points. Antetokounmpo to Lopez. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Come on, you knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
The first 1,000 fans in our next home game will receive a free team poster. Even better, 3 lucky fans will win a poster that's been signed by the entire team. Show up early for your chance to win.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Parker to Waiters.
Number 3, George Hill.
Parker. Robin Lopez pins it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Picked up by the Bucks. George Hill to Antetokounmpo. The drive right to the basket. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Middleton to Lopez. Brooke Lopez looking good. 4 for 5.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Miami with the basketball. Now a steal by Milwaukee. A shot at the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter. The Bucks in control so far. So the Heat will have it to start this fourth and final quarter. And they're not totally out of it just yet, but you'd have to say they have lots of work to do to get back in this game.
They probably have to put together some kind of 10-0 run to get back in this ball game, but this is when an opportunity has a chance to become magical. I've been part of it, and I've seen it happen so many different times. Just because a team has been dominating you the last couple of quarters doesn't mean that you can't start believing in yourself, that you can do anything you want to do on the court at any given time. You watch, once you start to believe, you'll get back in this game.
It's the Heat with the possession to Butler. Giannis Antetokounmpo sends it away.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in the absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Dragic into the front court. Down a bundle. Butler to Dragic. Screen coming. Dragic up against the Spaniard. Has a look. Jumper's good.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Giannis with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. To Lopez. Middleton. To Antetokounmpo. Here comes the screen. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wide open look, won't go. Dragic with it. His guys down big. To Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Butler. Offensive board. Bledsoe with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out. To Dragic. Has a chance. The jumper's off the mark. Bucks basketball. Lopez. To Antetokounmpo. Nothing going here on that drive. Antetokounmpo. Good look that time, but off the mark. Dragic to Butler. Down low, Randolph. The big fella, Zach Randolph. Consistent effort. He's at 50%. Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Hill to Bledsoe.
For the Miami Heat, number 0, Myers Leonard.
Here's Lopez down low. Myers Leonard with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
The veteran, Hill with the three.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Dragic to Butler. Trying to cash in. Goran Dragic. Now 3 for 9.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
Middleton to Bledsoe. Middleton has a look. Deep two there, won't go. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Dragic. They'll get it down to Leonard. Robin Lopez. Huge block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Bledsoe with it up top. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. The Bucks claim victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bucks dominated this game from beginning to end. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Heat seemed to give up on this game as it got more challenging. And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Defense.
The Milwaukee Bucks showed us how important defense can be in this league, especially when it leads to plenty of opportunities on the other end of the court.
Player of the game.
Antetokounmpo could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school.
Who was gold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Take a look at the upcoming games for the Milwaukee Bucks. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time.